Hello, I'm Chief Bill Brooks of the Norwood, Massachusetts Police Department. We know that DNA has exonerated over 300 people of crimes they did not commit. We also know that in 3/4 of those cases, the innocent suspect had been mistakenly identified by an eyewitness. With the help of scientists, we have identified some of the reasons witnesses make errors. Many have to do with conditions beyond the control of the police, such as lighting, the suspect being of a different race, or the amount of time the suspect was in the witness's view. We have also learned that there are techniques the police can utilize to minimize the likelihood that an eyewitness will identify the wrong man. Included among them is instructing the eyewitness in a specific way, making sure to tell the witness that the person they saw may or may not be one of the people they will see in the array or lineup. Others include displaying photos or people one at a time, using officers who do not know who the suspect is, and asking a witness how certain she is of an identification as soon as it occurs. These so-called system variables are reforming the way police officers conduct show-ups, photo arrays, and lineups. Today we are going to talk about live lineups. In fact, because lineup participants are presented to the witness individually, they don't really line up anymore. So how do we conduct a lineup or a live array in today's blind sequential world? That's what we're going to talk about today. The first step in conducting a lineup, of course, is the selection of fillers who will stand with the suspect. The general rule of thumb is to select fillers who resemble the description of the offender as given by the eyewitness, not fillers who look just like the suspect.
All right, it's going to look like this, gentlemen. You're going to come in, stand in front of the line.
Before the lineup actually begins, it makes sense for the detective to demonstrate for the fillers and suspect what they should do when the lineup is in progress. This ensures that they all do the same thing in the same way and follow the instructions appropriately. The officer standing in the background will be one of the blind administrators. He does not know who the suspect is in the investigation.
To your right. Okay? Okay, Cindy, Officer Harkins is going to be in the room here while we do this. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, I just want to read you the instruction form.
Okay.
Okay, you are being...
At this point, Detective Gover is going to sign the form and ask the witness and the uniformed officer to sign the form. He has explained to the witness that Officer Hawkins does not know which of the participants is the suspect in the investigation. He is our second blind administrator. Once the form is signed, the detective leaves the room. This is the last time he will see the eyewitness until the procedure is concluded.
Number one, can you come into the room? Stop that black mark. All right, turn and face the door.
Here the participants are receiving instructions from the uniformed officer standing in a corner of the participant room. He's positioned himself in such a way so that he really cannot be seen from the other side, although because he does not know who the suspect is, it would not matter if he was visible. In the blind sequential world, similar to with photo arrays, the participants are presented to the witness one at a time. So instead of the participants lining up, they actually line up in the corridor and are brought into the room one at a time. As you can see, the witness cannot make comparisons, cannot perform so-called relative judgment, because she only sees the participants individually or one at a time. Some police agencies opt to use the simultaneous presentation as depicted here rather than a sequential one.
Can I see number 3 again?
In this case, she is asked to see number 3 a second time, and the officer has instructed her that she can see the entire series just once more.
Number two, can you come into the room?
If the witness makes an identification midway through the lineup, the certainty statement is taken at that time, but afterwards, the witness is reminded that she must see the entire series.
It's number 3.
Without using a numerical scale, how certain are you?
Absolutely positive it's number 3.
Okay, thank you. All right, guys, we're all set. I appreciate you coming in. If you go down to see the officer down the hall, he'll let you out. Take this number for me. 1 and 2, you can go. Damien, you stay with me. 4, 5, and 6, you're all set. Thank you. Turn around, Damien.
Lineups are an effective investigative tool. Police departments can enhance their impact and minimize the potential for eyewitness error by making science-based modifications to their procedures. On behalf of the International Association of Chiefs of Police, I would like to thank you for your participation in this video series on eyewitness identification.